What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again, and today coming to you guys with a new video. It's not a Samsung video today, so for all my Samsung fans out there, I'll have some new Samsung videos coming tomorrow. More tips and tricks and stuff on the beautiful S22 Ultra. But today I do have a new phone in the house, and for all of you who are interested in importing devices and the broader Android ecosystem, this is the Oppo Find X5 Pro 5G. And I did acquire this phone myself. I purchased it myself. This one was not sent to me by Oppo. If you were interested in where to get it, I'll actually drop the link to where I got it below. I already unboxed the phone. I used my handy dandy Ridge unboxing knife. And yes, I have learned how to flick it out a little better than when I first did it. Some people commented on that. So I want to show you guys what comes in the box really quick. This is the UK model. So unfortunately, if you import it to the US, you're not going to get a US charger. The first thing that's in here is a case. It's a very flimsy kind of like shell style case. It's not, the greatest, but it is good to have in the box because this morning I was testing the camera out, taking some pictures of my son. It did slip out of my hands. It dropped onto, he has like a padded thing in his play area, but it dropped on the corner and thankfully it rolled on the front. It didn't hit the display. So having this case actually did help me. On the inside, there's just some books and stuff, some regulatory information, sim tool, all that kind of fun stuff, that no one's interested in. And then at the very bottom, you have your Super VOOC charger, which there's a little black mark on there. I don't really know how that got on there. This is the UK plug though, so obviously I need an adapter to use this here in the US. You've got a USB-C transfer tool, and then of course you got a USB-C cable. So aside from the case, there's not really anything else amazing in here. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Having a charger in the box is kind of amazing these days because, Samsung, Apple, no one puts chargers in the box. And look how huge this box is. I wish I had a Galaxy S22 Ultra box side here to show you the profile. It's like the Galaxy S22 Ultra box is like a third the size of this. So it's just kind of interesting in terms of the unboxing experience. But anyway, like I said, this is a UK model. So some of the things that you get in there, like the charger, are not going to be made for the US. Here's the device itself. I will say, like I said, I've been using this. I've had it so far for about 2 days. This phone is absolutely gorgeous in terms of the build and how it feels in the hand. It's hard to actually describe it without actually, you having it in your hand. One thing I don't like about it is look at all this regulatory branding on the side. The Hasselblad is fine because this is a camera partnership. But look at all this regulatory stuff here. You can see. If you look at the back of the S22 Ultra, that stuff is not on the back of the S22 Ultra. Also, look at these two white phones side by side. They're just gorgeous. These two phones just look absolutely gorgeous side by side. That's why I went with the white, kind of matches my S22 Ultra. Anyway, aside from that though, the back, the ceramic white is gorgeous. The camera is just molded into the device. You don't have these separate rings for the camera like you do on the S22 Ultra. It's actually part of the body of the phone, which is something I really like in terms of the design. I think it looks better than the S22 Ultra. Powered by the Mari Silicon. That's the new Oppo NPU processor to help with photography and such. And this phone just feels amazing in hand. It is smaller. I keep comparing to the S22 Ultra because that's what I'm really using as my daily driver at the moment before I got this in. So I always kind of compare. The S22 Ultra is quite a bit taller. This is a much more manageable phone in terms of, if you want to have a nice feel in the hand and not feel like you're always reaching. If you have smaller hands, this is a great device. The display on it's absolutely gorgeous. I love these live wallpapers. Look at this live. This live wallpaper is beautiful on the Oppo Find X5 Pro. Another thing I really like, and I'll talk more about this when I do a full review. I'm also going to do a full comparison, don't worry, to the Galaxy S22 Ultra, of course. But one thing I really like, you guys probably saw there, you can customize your fingerprint animations on the Oppo phones, which is really cool. There are some things about Color OS that I don't like. This is Color OS 12.1 based on Android 12. I talked about some of these things when I reviewed or when I unboxed and did my mini review of the Oppo Find N. But some of those problems are not present here because this is the global version of the software. On the Oppo Find N, it was the Chinese version because there is no global model of that device. So some of those things have been toned down, but there's still some aggressive notification management. They try to save battery, overly aggressive. You guys heard me talk about what Samsung does. Oppo and some of the other Chinese companies do even more to try to force you to save battery at the cost of perhaps getting your notifications. And a lot of those things are buried in the settings. But there are some really cool personalization features, like I said, fingerprint animation, edge lighting. You can change the color profile. You can't really do it. It doesn't really work with the Material U theming like with Samsung, so I kind of don't like that. Font and display size. I mean, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can customize here within the device. Overall, the camera has been great. I'll show you guys a few pictures here that I've taken. Let me go to the gallery, and we can take a quick look at it. Actually, let's just scroll through on my Google. Well, we can go through the gallery. Let's check out their stock gallery. I haven't actually looked at it yet. These are some photos I took today. We went to a outing at the Natural History Museum, so got some photos. This is a front-facing picture. Selfie. My son likes to move around a lot, though, so... And he's not looking at the camera there. Some dinosaurs. I took a few photos yesterday. This one's in low light here of the fish in the fish exhibit at the Natural History Museum. I've taken a ton of photos so far, indoors and outdoors. This one I thought was particularly great that I took yesterday right here. But so far, I mean, initial impressions, I've probably taken 100 photos already because we did go out today to the Natural History Museum and I got a chance to play around with it quite a bit. It's very good. I can't say for sure if it's better than the Pixel 6 Pro or the S22 Ultra. Of course, I'll do a comparison to that. And battery life, I'm on my second cycle, so I won't touch on that until I do a follow-up and then a full review. I'll probably do one in a week or so when I do the comparison. But let me answer the question that I posed at the beginning of the video, because I know a lot of people are going to have come for that. That is, does this work in the US? So right now, I'm using it on AT&T, and yesterday I used it on T-Mobile. You guys can see right there what I'm getting. I'm getting 4G on this device, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with 4G. I used it all over Phoenix and all over the suburbs of Phoenix today. No 5G service on AT&T, which is what I expected. I didn't see any 5G on T-Mobile either, even though some of the bands are there. I didn't go all around yesterday because I was not really going out and about yesterday as much as I did today. So I'll have to test T-Mobile a little more. But with most phones that you import from the UK, if it's a global model, you're going to get 4G, and the 4G is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty much everywhere here in Phoenix. If you live in a big city, you should be fine. But you're probably not going to get 5G, or definitely not reliable 5G, which is why, if you really want the fastest speeds and everything, buying a phone that's officially supported in the US, like the S22 Ultra, is going to be a better choice for most people. I just like, obviously doing reviews since it's something I do here on YouTube. And also, I just like playing with new stuff. That's why I got into YouTube in the first place, particularly new Android devices that you can't buy here in the US. Anyway, those are my initial thoughts on the Oppo Find X5 Pro. I really do like this phone. There's a good chance that I may actually keep this one. The Oppo Find N, I sold it after a little bit because I couldn't handle the Chinese ROM that was on it of the ColorOS. But the global ColorOS seems tolerable, and I do like the device for a lot of reasons. Some things that are not on the S22 Ultra that are on this phone, so I'll talk about that in the follow-up. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this. A lot more Samsung stuff coming up. If you guys want to, you can enter our giveaway as well. I'll drop the link below and in the pinned comment. Win a flagship phone. You can win up to $500 in cash. Other cool phones and prizes as well for March. Goes through March 31st. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.